The ARC provides services for students with disabilities. Hopefully you had a chance to look over the materials sent out by the orientation team. They included details about the ARC and how to prepare for college as a student with an accessibility need. If not, don't worry. You can check it out later on your own time. Today, I'm going to answer a few questions that new students and their families frequently have, such as how will my accommodations be different now that I'm in college? What does Guilford offer? And most importantly, how do I begin receiving services? College accommodations can be very similar to high school accommodations, but there are some major differences. In high school, services come in the form of an IEP, which provides things like specialized education and occupational therapy. These accommodations are designed to guarantee success. The documentation needed for an IEP can include teacher observations, medical records, and on-site evaluations. And families, teachers, and case managers play a major role in this process. In college, services are provided under the ADA, and these services take the form of accommodations in the classroom and in housing. Other supports such as counseling and tutoring are provided through campus and community resources. Students must provide documentation of their disability. Another major difference between high school and college is the student becomes the lead player while everyone else takes a back seat. These accommodations do not guarantee success, but do protect the student from discrimination by providing access to educational opportunities. You may recognize some of these accommodations. Depending on the student's needs, Guilford offers supports such as recording classes, note-taking software, and alternative format texts. This isn't a complete list. Accommodations are tailored to the student. It is important to note that accommodations cannot interfere with the requirements of a course or a major. For example, a student who has a math waiver would still have to take statistics if they're majoring in something like public health. One of our most common accommodations is alternative testing. This includes extra time in tests or a reduced distraction environment. For this accommodation, students and faculty work together with the ARC to support the student's test. So, the big question, how do you get access to these accommodations? First, the student needs to self-disclose by filling out an online form. We call this registration. Next, the student must provide evidence of their disability, which could be current medical records, testing results, or a letter from your provider. An IEP or old documentation isn't enough to make an accommodation plan. Finally, the student will meet with one of our staff. During this meeting, we'll go over your documentation, get to know you a little bit, and create an accommodation plan. We'll also make sure you understand how to access other supports on campus. There are some accommodations that require a different process, such as single rooms, living off campus, and emotional support animals. These require additional documentation, so get in touch with the ARC as soon as possible for instructions. And finally, here are a few tips from us. First, keep a copy of your paperwork. You will need this information for grad school and some tests like the GRE. Number 2, talk to your professors. Just like you and your peers, they are wonderfully unique and have different expectations, teaching strategies, and levels of experience working with accommodations. Next, know your resources. One of the most important parts of gaining independence is knowing what your tools are and when to use them. This includes asking for help from your communities and helping others in return. Don't make any changes to your treatment, such as stopping therapy or a medication, without talking to your provider first. Transitions such as starting college or moving to a new college are enough of an adventure without worrying about whether or not you're healthy. And finally, if you'd like to talk with us to ask questions about your personal experience, you can set up an appointment by emailing accessibility@guilford.edu. Our office will begin reaching out to students who have completed the online registration form in mid-July to start scheduling appointments. You're welcome to start this process early. Just let us know. We're excited to meet you.